Travel Robot Presents, Top 10 Things to Do in Louisiana. Here is the list of to-do things in Louisiana. Even the name Louisiana evokes a feeling of sultry summer nights, with cicadas chirping nearby, and the laughter of friends and family over a table groaning with tasty southern fare. This is a state where time slows down, and life is more about living than doing. One of the best places to experience the charms of the state and soak up a bit of Creole culture is the Crescent City, better known as New Orleans. World-famous Mardi Gras brings out the fun in people as they dress up and parade through the streets. The French Quarter celebrates the state's history and is a great place to get lost, knowing that no matter where you turn, a great meal and a good time is waiting. After you've given the cities their due, head out of town. Visit the bayous and swamplands with their ghostly, silent waters, inhabited by things that may like to eat you. Less adventurous visitors may find a tour through a plantation more to their liking. Plan your visit with our list of the top attractions in Louisiana. Here is the list of 10 things to do in Louisiana. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for our future updates. Number 10. New Orleans French Quarter. The French Quarter is New Orleans' oldest and most famous neighborhood. Its beautiful buildings date back as far as 300 years, many with wrought iron balconies that extend over the tourist-filled sidewalks below. Visitors flock to the French Quarter for sightseeing, shopping, dining, and entertainment, and the area is packed during the annual Mardi Gras celebrations. The most popular place to visit in the French Quarter is Bourbon Street, which is alive year-round with throngs of tourists and live music. North Rampart Street is less crowded, but has many historic buildings and good restaurants, while Decatur Street is a popular hangout for hipsters. Jazz clubs line the pedestrian-friendly Royal Street, which is also known for its antique shops and art galleries. Louis Armstrong Park is another popular tourist attraction, home to the historic Congo Square, where the city's African-American community once socialized before gaining freedom. The park covers 31 acres and includes trails, fountains, and a huge statue of jazz legend Louis Armstrong. Number 9. National World War II Museum. The National World War II Museum in New Orleans offers an in-depth look at every aspect of the conflict, from the ground war in Europe to the challenges of battle at sea and in the air. One of the most impactful exhibits is Road to Berlin, where visitors have the opportunity to be immersed in the past while seeing fully recreated battle zones complete with the sights and sounds. Other exhibits include an exploration of the obstacles overcome by the Seabees and Merchant Marines in supporting the troops, a look at how vital support from the home front was to the effort, and details about the D-Day invasion of Normandy. The museum's displays employ a variety of media and interactive technology that bring history to life. Exhibits are also full of personal stories and photos, as well as a large collection of artifacts, including soldiers' personal items and even a shark-faced P-40 Warhawk. Number 8. Mardi Gras. The biggest event on Louisiana's annual calendar is the Mardi Gras celebration that takes place in New Orleans. This colorful event is a huge undertaking with a parade, balls, and street celebrations like none other. Mardi Gras is the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, but celebrations begin on the weekend leading up to Tuesday. The event draws huge crowds who come to join in the celebrations and watch more than 1,000 floats go by on dozens of parade routes. To see the floats up close, tourists can visit Mardi Gras World, where you can watch artists and craftsmen build them. Nearly half of the celebration's floats, costumes, and props are created in this workshop. For even more information on this famous fiesta, stop by the Mardi Gras Museum, one of the top attractions in Lake Charles, in the southwestern part of the state. Number 7. Melrose Plantation. The Melrose Plantation in Natchitoches was first known as Yucca Plantation when it belonged to Marie Therese and Claude Thomas Pierre Matoyer, freed slaves. Yucca House, found on the grounds, was built in the 1790s. The Big House is a West Indies Creole plantation house with early Greek Revival details. At the turn of the century, Melrose became the home of John Hampton Henry and his wife Kami, a patron of the arts. Mrs. Henry enlarged the garden and preserved the buildings. Many writers and artists were guests at Melrose over the years. Number 6. Old State Capitol. The Gothic Revival-style Old State Capitol makes a dramatic impression on visitors passing by and is equally impressive on the inside. Two huge towers flank the main entrance, and the roof is crenellated. The building, which resembles an old castle, is set on a hill overlooking the Mississippi River in downtown Baton Rouge. This historic landmark building now houses a political history museum, which includes artifacts, documents, and interactive exhibits that explore the state's long history. Visitors can also learn about the building's history and significance in the Ghost of the Castle presentation, a 4D experience that is hosted by the apparition of Sarah Morgan. Keep your wallet in your pocket, admission is free. Number 5. Swamp Tours. Louisiana is famous for its bayous and swamps, and fortunately you don't need to venture far from New Orleans to get into the beating heart of Bayou Country. In this unique environment, you'll see moss-covered trees, extensive swamplands, and an assortment of wildlife, including alligators, wild boar, wading birds, and snakes. Tours are easily arranged, and one of the best is the New Orleans Swamp and Bayou Boat Tour with transportation. This 2-hour boat tour is led by a knowledgeable and charismatic guide who will amuse you with stories of the Honey Island Swamp and point out the various critters, large, small, and extra large, living near. The tour also stops at a Cajun village, accessible only by water, where you can learn about their unique culture. Number 4. Laura Plantation. The Laura Plantation in Vacherie has been open to the public since 1994, allowing visitors to tour the 1805 building and property that was a sugarcane plantation for 180 years. The home contains original period furniture, as well as exhibits highlighting the memoirs of Laura Local. The most remarkable feature of the plantation, however, is its large exhibit dedicated to the lives and personal stories of those who were enslaved on the farm. The exhibit explores the complex relationships between the owners and the slaves, as well as various aspects of daily life, from health to religion. Collections include rare photos and documents that shed light on all but forgotten African Americans who lived and worked on this Creole farm, as well as other slaves in the state. Number 3. Vermilionville. Vermilionville in Lafayette exhibits the traditions and heritage of the Acadian settlers of the late 18th and early 19th centuries. At this living history museum, costumed craftspeople and historians demonstrate skills and folk crafts that have been preserved and handed down from previous generations. Artisans can be found throughout the 23-acre site, which is home to restored original Acadian homes and authentic buildings from the 18th and 19th centuries. The property also includes exhibits that are featured on a rotating basis and explore the lives of Louisiana's indigenous peoples. The struggle to maintain the Acadian culture and language, and a look at Black history from early slavery to the Civil Rights Movement are also topics that are covered. Other exhibits include a fascinating look at the differences in Mardi Gras traditions in cities versus rural areas. Number 2. Spend a day at the beach in Louisiana. Louisiana has a surprisingly good selection of beaches, and with the state's reputation as a steamy hot place in the summer, you may be making a beeline for one in short order. One of the best is Holly Beach, colloquially referred to as the Cajun Riviera. Located in the southwest corner of the state, the beach here is long, flat, and wide with golden sands. The Gulf of Mexico waters get delightfully warm in the summer, and the shallow water is ideal for children. Just a couple of hours south of New Orleans is another popular beach destination, Grand Isle. This barrier island extends into the Gulf of Mexico, and the beach here stretches for almost the entire length. The wonderful Grand Isle State Park has swimming areas, picnic tables, and a fishing pier. Camping is also available. At the far end of Grand Isle is Port Fortune. The beach here is a bit different, with larger waves popular with surfers. Even closer to New Orleans is Lake Pontchartrain and Fontainebleau State Park. This beach has flat, shallow water and a wonderful sandy shoreline. Off the beach is a water playground for the kids, showers, picnic tables, and restrooms. Number 1. Sci-Port Discovery Center. Sci-Port Discovery Center is a science and entertainment center featuring science, math, and space exhibits, an IMAX Dome Theater, and the Laser Space Dome Planetarium. Located in Shreveport, the center is targeted mainly towards youth and is a popular family attraction with a strong educational component, featuring hundreds of interactive exhibits. The center's newest addition is the Power of Play Children's Museum, which encourages children to learn through hands-on play. That brings us to the end of this video. If you love similar content like this, take a look at my other videos. And if you like it, please smash the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. If you have further questions, feel free to comment down below. See you in the next video.